What's going on, everybody? We're back on the crew 2, and in this video I'll be covering the best jet sprint boat you guys want to have. So obviously I am hovering over the Hornet, but before we get into that, let's talk about why I haven't chose the other boats as my favorite boat in this class. So the Proto Brawler, I really feel like all the jet sprint boats are very similar with speed and all that, especially with Nitro Chemist. I feel like they all can do decent speed, but I feel like the Hornet is better than all of these in certain ways. So the Brawler is a decent boat. I just feel like the handling's kind of weird on it at times, and the speed might be a little less. If you guys looked at the leaderboards in the summits, the Hornet is always on top. So if we're looking at the Proto Leopard here, this boat's actually pretty good. This is the boat I actually bought first, and this was the only boat that I actually used for a while because I thought it was the best, until I started realizing in the summits on how good the actual Hornet is, which is funny. When it comes to the Sportsman NZ edition, I literally have never used this boat unless I had to in a summit, like you required you to use it. Besides that, I never ran this boat at all. So guys, as I said, I was hovering over the Hornet because I believe this is the best boat in this class. It's kind of hilarious because this is actually the first boat you get in the game, and funnily enough, it's on top in this class, kind of similar to the aerobatics plane there, which is kind of hilarious. So looking right at this, I am running Drifty, Extra Pump, Frenetic, and Pure with the Chemist set on here. Obviously, Drifty's kind of useless on this because you ain't drifting no jet sprint boat, that ain't gonna happen. But regardless, guys, I have the Nitro Chemist on here, which obviously makes a huge difference in speed. I just feel like this boat is so good in so many ways compared to the other boats, and I'm going to jump into a race right now and explain why. I was wondering for the longest time, guys, what the best jet sprint boat was, and in a lot of the summits, I was like, I wonder what boat is actually on top here. And when I started looking at the leaderboards, I noticed the Proto was always on top, so I was like, well, let's go test this thing out a little bit and drive it and see how this thing actually does. And surely enough, guys, I was actually pretty shocked on how good this boat actually is. It's kind of weird because I know a lot of the jet sprint boats are pretty similar. They all have basically the same top speed, and when it comes to handling, they're pretty similar. But for some interesting reason, this boat just seems to be more superior than those, and I have been noticing that the more I use it. Kind of interesting because this is like the first boat you literally unlock, and it's kind of funny that this boat is actually on top. A lot of the big other YouTubers I noticed, like Acorn and them, also use this boat as well, which is funny because this is literally the best boat in the class, and I believe you don't have to pay anything for this boat. I think everybody gets this boat for free, which is funny. Obviously, you do need to upgrade it, which leveling these boats up can be a little annoying. Definitely take some time. I actually grinded this boat in this actual race, which took quite a while to get the Nitro Chemist set. And then not too long after I did that, the Chemist set came out on the summit there, so I ended up getting that one as well. But that's why having these boats leveled and ready to go for the summits could be so important, guys, and also having the best boat in that class to compete in these races to get these sets is so important, guys, because the sets make such a big difference when driving these. Like, this boat really is really amazing. I'm kind of shocked, like I said, how good this thing actually is. If you guys have not tried the Proto Hornet, I recommend jumping into it. I was going to make this video a little bit longer, but I don't really think there's a reason to, because there's not that many jet sprint boats for that matter, and we all know that this one is obviously on top. I mean, every leaderboard I see the Proto Hornet on top of all of them. It's kind of crazy. I recommend you guys definitely check the Proto Hornet out, and if you guys have any questions about it, let me know. I will be showing my settings next as well if you guys are interested in seeing that. Definitely give this thing a try, especially for the summits. This boat is a real competitor, and it seems like more jet sprint races are showing up in the summits, so this is very important. Here are the settings I'm running on my Proto Hornet. It's kind of funny as well, guys, because in all the summits I've done, the top vehicle is always a Proto Hornet, which is kind of hilarious.